when you do a job like this and you're telling them, hey, I'll even chip in to pay for my own buyout if I get to land with another team, what other team are you going to land with?
Yeah, that was the funny thing when you're reading that. I'm like, what team is going to want any part of this? Like maybe a media job.
The media job would be there.
Media job you could find something. But yeah, there's no way based on his performance here that any other college program they would have to be just dumb to hire him.
Yeah, unless it's in like a very small capacity, like advisor or something. But
yeah. But it makes no sense. And then I think, he already was kind of a non-commodity in the NFL coaching market. There was probably, there was at one point some narrative that, hey, he's going to show the NFL, he's going to go to college, flip North Carolina around, get them winning, and kind of like, screw you guys, you missed an opportunity to sign me. And it's like, no, dude, you've been one of the best coaches in the history of the game, but right now you're a toxic dumpster.
You got Bill Belichick, man. Okay, you got UNC. They're struggling over at North Carolina. We talked about it the first time when he first got over there and things like that, how surprising of a move that was. And things are just not working out. Per sources, Bill Belichick has discussed buyout options with North Carolina's hierarchy. Belichick has signaled a willingness to trigger his own $1 million buyout if he can find a soft landing with another team or in media. Now, the same person who is breaking this story is the same exact person who broke the story 2 weeks before Bill actually got the UNC job.
So they seem to be well informed.
This is a person who seems to be well informed. Now, there's a lot more to this story, okay? There is this same person got an anonymous coach that's on the staff that says that things have been really weird lately. And even over the bye week, they haven't heard from Bill at all. Like any of the coaches, they haven't heard from Bill. So,
they're not practicing during the bye week? Or they're practicing, Bill's not there?
I guess not, because they just haven't heard from him. Okay,
you might get an extra day or two off on the bye week, but most teams
practice. A whole week. Yeah.
That's why.
And then also here, of course, they've been beat really bad a couple of times. You got the season opener 48-14 by TCU, which had Michael Jordan in the crowd.
And Lawrence Taylor.
And
Teardrop Roy.
Yeah, man.
And they just look miserable by halftime.
They got blown out by Clemson, who has been struggling this year.
And then he called that timeout with 1 second left.
Yeah.
Like in a blowout game.
And then you have some, you got some potential lawsuits. You got recruiting violations. That's going to be like, it's just the picture, the worst environment and the worst situation is happening.
Yeah, and it's all falling apart for him because I was listening to something today that like they actually had a good amount of NIL money going into this coming season that we're in the middle of now, but like there was like a Group 5 coach who was like, yeah, we're getting beat out by North Carolina for kids. It's like, what the hell's North Carolina like recruiting the same guys we are? Like, they should be looking for better guys. And then the takeaway on that was that, and it's kind of the thing that I have with old people and people that like, kind of like Dion that have a lot going on, is when you get into the college game, you're not willing to do the grind. And what they're saying, like with the higher end players, whether it be portal or high school guys, yeah, you can show them the money, but a lot of the other big schools can show the money too. And you still got to do the relationship building, if you want to call it butt kissing and all that stuff. And Belichick's just not suited or wired to do that. And I think that the speculation from the guy that was saying this was like that's part of the reason they were not in on the highest level guys.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing where like, for all the little funny stories about Belichick, like there's a narrative that like even when he was at the Patriots, like, he didn't treat people particularly well. And that's kind of maybe coming back to roost on him.
Yeah, because when you think about it, he doesn't treat people well. How do you think he's going to treat them when things are going terribly with the team?
Exactly.
And you got a lot of their coaches are already like looking for other jobs. Like other schools have been contacted by them. They're trying to get So it's like, you know,
Got to get off the sinking ship.
but you know, for the players that are there, man, what a shit show for guys who may be seniors, who may have transferred in or came there just because of Bill and that staff. You got Bill hiring his son, who was supposed to take over after him.
Yeah, he screwed that up for him too.
Screwed that up for him. I mean, just this is.
He's still got that stupid girlfriend rolling around.
Still got the girlfriend rolling around and being a part of things.
Yeah.
This is tough. Now, when you do a job like this, and you're telling them, hey, I'll even chip in to pay for my own buyout. If I get to land with another team, what other team are you going to land with?
Yeah, that was the funny thing when you're reading that. I'm like, what team is going to want any part of this? Like maybe a media job. But
the media job would be there.
Media job you could find something. But yeah, there's no way based on his performance here that any other college program they would have to be just dumb to hire him.
Yeah, unless it's in like a very small capacity, like advisor or something. But
yeah. But it makes no sense. And then I think, he already was kind of a non-commodity in the NFL coaching market. There was probably, there was at one point some narrative that, hey, he's going to show the NFL, he's going to go to college, flip North Carolina around, get them winning, and kind of like, screw you guys, you missed an opportunity to sign me. And it's like, no, dude, you've been one of the best coaches in the history of the game, but right now you're a toxic dumpster.
Toxic dumpster, man. And their numbers are awful. I mean, they're like ranked of the 120, 130 something in like various different categories, defense and offensively.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
It's just absolutely nothing going on.
And like you said, now if the other coaches are looking for their next spot, the players that have opportunities are looking to get in the portal or kind of probably flirting with some people about options. Although when the team's this bad, it's kind of hard to shine individually
and evaluate. Yeah, evaluate talent.
You're not doing yourself any favors being attached to this team.
Yeah.
So it's as bad as it gets, really.
It really is. It really is. Now, what I don't buy is that it does something to his legacy. I just don't think so. I think this is whatever. This is Jordan with the Wizards. And you go down the line. I mean, I don't think in the grand scheme of things, people are really going to give it.
Yeah. Jerry Rice with the Seahawks.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Obscure guys. In obscure places.
Seriously, man. Yeah.
No, the legacy is what it is. I do think I mean there's a little bit of juice to the like when Brady went to Tampa and won, and the Patriots under Belichick just kind of went into a steady slide until he left. Like that did a little something to his legacy.
Yeah.
But it's such an enormous legacy that it's not like it's, just like completely diminishing it.
No.
It's just a little chink to it.
Yeah. It's just a little chink. And even I had to, I have to admit that because I wasn't a whole fan of that ideology, just because the situations are totally different. I mean, because Brady went to a stacked team, but at the same time, you can't change the facts of what happened.
Yeah,
and that did happen, and so that is a chink on the thing, and people also reference that when speaking on that situation. You know what I mean? But so yeah, outside of that, I mean, I think he's good. I mean, because what really is Bill Belichick's legacy anyway? I mean, what are we talking about? Is he up for the best coach of all time? What conversation is he in?
He's in that discussion.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, with 6 Super Bowls
Yeah.
and just that run of consistent high level performance of New England. Again, he didn't quite get much done in Cleveland. There was some evidence of a little turn at one point there, but it didn't work out. And those were basically his 2 head jobs at the NFL level. But I mean, prior to that, his time with the Giants and the Jets as defensive coordinator,
yeah,
he won under Parcells. He was, really a valued part of that. Like he got a lot of recognition as defensive wizard, etc. So he's in the discussion with the best guys of all time.
Yeah.
And I don't think that this disaster at North Carolina takes him out of that discussion.
Why does he even want to be in the media? at this point after this? Like right after this, you want to leave mid-season and go to the media? Like
Yeah, it's an odd move, but I think there's like, again, here's where I tie in the girl. There's something about this part of his life that still like wants something. It's not like he could have left the Patriots, kind of just quietly went off into the shadows, maybe kind of low-key advised some teams on some things. Kind of like, you know, how Jerry West kind of floated around basketball. He could have gone that route. He could have been the guy that just goes and fishes and whatever. But what does he do? He immediately started looking for other NFL jobs. He gets this 4-year-old girlfriend, and that becomes like a public thing that people know about. And then he takes this UNC job. It's like there's something that keeps drawing him to things that keep him, you know, relevant or at least in the discussion of things.
Yeah.
And that's to me some sort of psychological need that hasn't been able to get a hold of.
No, 100%, 100%. Well, we'll see how that situation goes. I mean, I don't see how he makes it through the rest of the season.
Yeah, probably not. And you know, again, if he's already talking about it, he wants out of there. So I don't even think, I think at the end of the day, it won't necessarily require a soft landing anywhere. It's just going to go on its own.
Yeah.
You know, just
Gonna
say,
be a large stud.
let's part ways and get the heck out of here. Yeah.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. News here. So Bill Belichick has released a statement. I'm fully committed to UNC football and the program we're building here.
Okay.
And then North Carolina director of athletics. His name is Bubba as well. I didn't know that.
Really?
Shout out to Bubba.
All right.
Coach Belichick has the full support of the Department of Athletics and the university. Who are they trying to fool here?
Yeah, that doesn't read very credibly at all.
They just haven't.
Do you think
came
his
to
girlfriend
terms
wrote
yet.
that statement?
They just haven't agreed to the terms yet. That's all.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
means.
yeah, yeah.